Hot as peas. Mayonnaise.
This is so perfectly close, it's catching the glistening from my sweat. It's perfect. Perfect. This is 40.
Alright, there we go. I am your Uncle Opie, I am a Mormon, I am on probation, and I am addicted to Robitussin. And behind me is my trusted panel of advisors, Gray, Zach, and 5150, and we are interviewing Resonomics. Love y'all for real, let's get it going.
Love y'all for real.
Okay, so I realized just today, I've been out of the music scene for a little while, and Opie has been kind enough to draw me out of retirement. And I realized walking up to this that I had met Resonomics before. We started out around the same time.
Certainly did.
This dude is making big moves that I learned from before I did. I think he came out a little before, or got hot before.
Yeah, there was a 2007 was quite a year for me, man. My first show was at Mojo's. I was nervous as fuck. I had all these underage kids and shit, and talk about slanging drugs in a parking lot and shit. my fucking family was there, just like yeah. But then I from in that year I went from that to like opening up for Bubba Sparks and shit at Teasers. Shout out to Dusty for putting me on that shit. So yeah, and then we did all those shows in Salt Lake in the venue back when that used to exist, and that was cool.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so you did shows at Teasers. So freaking my aunt and uncle on my Mormon side of my family owns Teasers.
Now?
Yeah, no, they own Teasers. What's the guy's name? Hold on. Bob Watson.
No, wait. So, because it changed, there was a little rough patch for Teasers back in.
Yeah.
There was some like money issues.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, like,
was that your family?
Yeah. So they went to prison. They went to fucking prison.
Yeah.
So they went to fucking.
So we're all on the same page.
I was gonna ask you this, because I was like, I know you did shows at Teasers from like back in the day, from like the Miso Girls and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So like, I remember working at the sushi bar, and I remember you coming in a suit and tie and shit. And I'm sitting there rolling sushi. You're like, oh, I got a show tonight. And then, like, I remember, like, all the girls rolling out. You head off to the limited Teasers. And I was just like, oh, shit, that's my fucking Aunt and Uncle's bar. And I couldn't ever go there.
Yeah.
But, like, on my side of the family, they always thought, like, oh, they, like, own, like, a fucking, like, nice little shop or whatever. That's what my grandparents thought.
Yeah.
And come to find out, they owned a fucking bar. And, like, once I found this out, I was like, holy shit, that's where you perform, right? Yeah. And then they went to prison after some time or whatever the hell, because they were doing tax
They
evasion.
had a good thing going for a minute.
So that's bananas. I was going to ask you about this shit. I was like, no way. Like, I was like, hell yeah, this is like the perfect freaking time to fucking ask all these crazy ass questions.
You're going to confront him on camera. Then you ask that.
Were you involved in
tax fraud? No, I never got $1 from that shit. I performed for free.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So all that money they didn't pay taxes on. They probably sent me a W-2 and shit.
That's fucking wild.
Shit. But yeah, no, and yeah. So after that 2007 shit, I moved away and I kind of just dropped everything. Like I was on a nice trajectory there. I don't know what would have happened had I stayed, but I had kids and I had to get a real job and all this other shit. So you know, life gets in the way.
Well, you talk about that a bit on This Is 40.
Yes.
And what is that called? 3 verses?
Yeah, it's 3 verses. Message to my kids. I actually put them. They're the only kids who got their name on Apple Music right now. It features them because they all have a little part of it.
Sick.
Oh shit.
Do they know that?
Yeah, but they don't think it's that fucking cool.
No,
no, but they're just like, yeah, cool, Dad, that's good. I'm like, fuck, I poured my heart out in this shit. Yeah, so
you're supposed to mean everything to you, and it's not.
Yeah, but that's what at the end of that song, I'm just like, yo, when I'm fucking dead, you can listen to this shit, right? And they'll appreciate it when you're older.
I thought that was really cool to end it like that, and what an appropriate song for the album for just the name alone. Like This Is 40. Yeah, that's what 40 is. You have a family, you love them, you put them first. And I think it's amazing that you're balancing that with still your passion.
Yeah, I tried to do a lot of storytelling type shit and like shit that I'm trying to relate to my fucking age group, my demographic and shit. And so that's also because like I'm a 43-year-old rapper out here fucking thinking I'm real cool and shit, and no one can say, hey, you're fucking old because I just put out an album saying I'm fucking old. So so say something else, bitch.
You gotta beat him.
Wait, so speaking about storytelling, so in one line, I don't know if you're going to remember this, he said, just knock me off this beat, you'd have to shoot me, but I shoot first, just like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? What album is that from?
That is from my, I would say, first album that I released digitally, which is called Resin Land.
Yes.
And the contrast between that album and this third album is like he was mentioning before we recorded like how I've grown. But but that's actually one of my favorite songs on there, man. That's a good shit. Yeah. Yeah, I talk about other foul shit in that song.
Yeah. What a good question.
Yeah, what song was that called? Sick With It.
Yeah.
Sick With It. Yeah.
That's the exact name of that song.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's the only album I was able to find on SoundCloud that you have like.
Yeah, man. I kind of like.
I mean, nobody puts shit on SoundCloud, but I always find like the craziest shit.
Guy.
I find the craziest shit on SoundCloud. Like people like that first started out, put out their first album. It's always on SoundCloud. So that's why I always like love SoundCloud. But like I was like, oh, what, I want to like dig up like the old shit, like see what I can find. That's the one thing that I found is Resin Land. That I like listen to all those damn songs. I was literally upstairs working lunch. Listen to like on a Bluetooth speaker, listen to all this, and like everyone's like, "Who the hell is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is Resonomics." You guys, I don't know if you guys know Ogden rappers, but like I'm listening to one of them right now. This is an old ass album.
Yeah. So those songs were written like years before I put that shit out.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like This Is 40, I banged out quick, and then like my middle album, Resonation, was done over like 10 years, and like right before the pandemic, I'm like, I gotta put this fucking shit out. So I fucking grinded on that shit. And
Hell yeah.
But when it comes to This Is 40, it's the storytelling, it's the heartfelt shit, it's the grown up shit. But like all the singles I drop are more like trying to display rap skills.
Yeah.
You know, like as opposed to like
I was really impressed with Junction City.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good story too, man.
It's an awesome story, and what I like about it, like I've heard people make other like Ogden anthems.
Yeah.
Same type of format, same everything, but it speaks on the darker side of Ogden.
Yeah.
Yours is talking about starting businesses and
Yeah.
how much you can thrive in it. And I'm like, dude, I don't even think I've heard a curse word in this. I'm like,
No,
why is that on
it's
the
not.
radio?
No, I do. That is
It's
for
brilliant,
the
bro.
fuck. Okay, so I'm trying to have the mayor put this shit on the.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, who wouldn't get
Commercials,
behind it?
guys.
Who wouldn't get behind that?
Yeah. And you know what else I did? I tried to name every fucking single thing Ogden-ish that no one could make another song about it without copying.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to corner the market in Ogden songs. Man.
So-
When we stay laced and driven, say it's the place where it pays to live in. I love that wordplay there.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
right.
fuck yeah, dude.
Without saying, check
Say
out
it's
the Ogden
place
sign.
pays to
Yeah,
live
without
in.
saying
I referred to everything.
I like the way that said.
Thanks, man.
The place
Thank
where
you.
it pays.
Fucking thank you, man.
That's the place that it
That's all
pays
I
to live
want. Someone to say your line's fucking tight.
in. Yeah.
Wait. So speaking of like the Ogden anthems, like which ones have you heard? So I've heard Modern Aztecs is probably one of my favorite ones. It's Ogden City Done. Have you heard that one?
No, I need to.
So that one's like an actual West Coast. It even uses a talk box. I don't even know if Modern Aztecs is still around. And then you do one.
I do one.
You do one.
I do one.
That one's Donny Osmond because
We-
Donny Osmond's from here. That
Yeah.
one's
Hell yeah.
hilarious.
Thank you.
We actually just wrote a new one.
And then,
We haven't dropped it yet, but we just wrote a new one on the darker side of Ogden.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was impressed with yours. I'm like, look at that. Like,
Yeah, look at
it
how
is a
positive
great
it
place.
You're not supposed to say
I'm like,
it.
is this what 40 is? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you care about the community?
Yeah. So actually, because I did it that way, and because I didn't swear, it is actually, I'm going to go and announce a theme song on a podcast that my man Ron Pimpin is doing. It's Ogden. What the fuck is the name? Ogden. I love this place. Or so, I don't know what I can't remember the name. Sorry, Ron. But anyway, it's the intro and the outro on it, and he was just like, "Yeah, I just love that it doesn't swear and everything else." I was like, "That's why I did it, man."
Yeah,
But,
it's awesome.
But speaking on the dark side, okay, I do have an Ogden song that is all dark side. Like talk about like late night when you're walking through the avenues, picture someone grabbing you just short of stabbing you. Yeah, there's like chances are they won't kill you, but they will kill you for your drugs and cheddar. They'll use guns, whatever. So anyway. Yeah. Anyway, like so, I didn't release
Sounds like
that
home.
one. Like, I mean, maybe I should just like balance the yin and yang on that.
Just
one.
really confuse everybody.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, bro, this guy.